Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. I hope you're doing great. And now I just want to go through some of the structures that the market creates, especially Nasdaq. And this structure, guys, or this pattern, most of the time it does happen, and it's something that you should know, especially if you are new, maybe on if maybe you are new to trading Nasdaq. So before we continue, let's go to the break. This video or stream is sponsored by the marketplace powered by Traders Central. Recently launched the marketplace. It's a town square for traders to make a living out of the ecosystem. Currently, Havana is accessible, a digital playground where you can play to earn tokens, which can be used for discounts on your funding plan or purchase packs to fast track your challenge. Go to the link in the description and access the marketplace. So what's really happening here is the structures that I want to show you is the most structures that you can easily identify on the market, and we're going to use 1 hour. So let's go straight to the chart. So what's really happening here is the market most of the time, whether we are on an uptrend, whether we are on a downtrend, the market mostly will repeat this type of moves. And if you are aware of these moves, you will never go wrong, and it's going to be way too easier for you, especially if maybe you are a new trader. So what's really happening is the market mostly, especially on Nasdaq. Remember, Nasdaq is very volatile, guys, and mostly it will create a move like this, where the market crazily push lower. If maybe it was a downtrend or something, the market pushes lower, like seriously aggressive, and then few seconds later the market pushes up, or maybe try to bounce back, you see. So what happens actually from there is mark that area, mark this area, or maybe you can do what? You can do the horizontal line there. Why? Because more than 70% of the time, or let's say most of the time, the market will come back around that area, and the market will come and bounce from that area. So it means if you see something like this happening, because sometimes you want to know that the market will bounce around this area, so you just know that, okay, I mark that area, or just because I know that there is a possibility for the market to do what? To come around that area, and it's gonna be what? Way too easier for you to do what? To buy again from that area, because you already have something like this. So for the third time, then it's going to be obvious, you see. But I think this is the most structures that happens in the market. So let me show you maybe on a downtrend. On a downtrend, we also do have the same thing. The market maybe pushes crazy up, then after the market just comes back very nicely. So that area, it should be something. Some maybe they will call that a resistance or something, but that area is very important for us to say, okay, that area, the market just gave us a clue that zone there, it's something. Then guess what? The market mostly will come back again just to pay the respect. Sometimes the market might go with maybe 2 pips, little bit pips, before doing what? Before respecting that area again. So let me try to show you this on an actual chart, because I think on an actual chart, this is going to be way too simpler for you. But mostly, remember, it's much easier or better for us to identify this type of moves on 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. Yes, you can still see this type of moves maybe on 4 hours or whatever, but it's much clearer on 1 hour. So remember, I said the market creates this crazy move, then after the market will come back again and respect that area. So I see something already. I see something here. Do you see this area that I'm talking about? This area here. If you check here, the market came exactly around that area and respect that area and push lower. For the third time, this obviously it was maybe going to be obvious for you. Maybe you can draw something like this, or maybe you can just draw the horizontal line. But just know that these points mostly the market will respect. Whether an uptrend or a downtrend, it doesn't really matter. The market will create those type of moves. I also see the other one here. Here, this is the fake breakout that I was talking about. Sometimes the market will go a little bit lower, but if you check, the market actually came back around this area, maybe actually even several times before trying to push up again. Do you see that? If we draw a nice line there, it's going to give us something. So again, you can see that I'm just mixing the trends. It doesn't matter whether uptrend or downtrend. You can see here nicely the market crazy. It was pushing up very aggressively this area here. Then for the second time, when the market goes around that area, we should be like seriously careful and say, okay, let's wait and see if maybe the market will go above that area. Guess what? The market did respect that area. Yes, you can call that a resistance or something, but sometimes it's only 2 points. Sometimes it won't create so many points like here. You can see here and also here, it means you were going to do what? You were going to just eat. If the market breaks that, sometimes the market will be just continuing with that bullish move. Only when you start to see the market bouncing back from that area, you will start to understand, oh, that just because we had this area, it means the market is respecting that area. Now it's pushing to the lower side. Quite similar to here, you can see the market just bounced here, pushed up. Guess what? The market came back again around that level and respected that area. Actually, we can say 3 times. You can see even here. So if you can identify those areas, or if you can start to know that, oh, the market might create something like this, it's going to be like much easier for you to not miss this type of moves. You see, I see the other one here. You can see the other one here. We see the other one here. We know that the market, one way or another, there is a chance for the market to do what? To come back. I think around this area, it's a point. Even here is that type of an area. Do you see that? I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. So actually, these areas that are all over the place. And if you combine this, actually, let's say you can combine this maybe with the trends, it's going to make your job very easier if you start to understand, oh, we are on a trend, but once that structure starts to happen, it's going to be way too easier for you to say, okay, the market created this, so there is a chance for the market to do what? To come back. I see another area here. You can see these areas. The market created some crazy volatility there, going to the lower side. Guess what? The market came around around that area again, 3rd time and the 4th time. On top, it's quite similar. You can see the market also did that. And what I like is mostly the market actually comes exactly around those areas. Yes, we can still use a zone or like something like this, a bar like this, but you can see that the difference was not that much. Do you see that? Yes, at the end of the day, we can call this a support or whatever, but this type of moves, guys, they happen most of the time, and you're not going to just see the market come in here and start to say you're thinking about sell. No, look at your left area if maybe there is an aggressive move that happened before. If you see that, just wait and see if maybe the market will try to respect that area or not, because most of the time the market will create something like that. You see, I see the other ones here. You can see that. Even on top, you can also see the other ones there. You see, they are all over the place. They're all over the place. You can see them here. So those areas are the areas that you can easily identify, even if maybe you are not skilled, even if you are not that good in analyzing. But I think those areas, they are very important because you can easily sell, you can easily buy, you can easily do all these things very easy. Without too much skills, you see. I hope you understand that. I see the other one here. I see the other one here. These are the moves that I'm talking about because mostly they are the easiest one to make enough money. the market sells very aggressively, then we know that maybe after a few hours or after a day, the market will come back around that area to pay the respect before pushing up. But the slowest one, the ones which were not aggressive, mostly the market won't really just come back there. It seems like once the market comes around this area, whether it's up or down aggressively, it's like there is a rule that says, guys, just go back and pay the respect there. You can see here the market was selling aggressively. Again, the market came back again just to pay the respect again before pushing to the upside. Do you see that? Those are the simplest patterns that you can actually try to identify on the market before you even try maybe to draw the support, the trend line or something like that. Those are the most easiest patterns that you can get on the market, especially on Nasdaq. For those who maybe actually don't know much or don't know much about the analysis of Nasdaq, but again, is this type of moves, as the market is very volatile. If you don't know, Nasdaq is very, very volatile. So it means those areas, they will happen like most often. In a week, we can get one or two. You see, in a week, we might get one or two. Like this area, you see these areas. I see this area here. Another one is here. I think the market did not come back and pay that respect. I think the market might also come back around this area and just to pay that respect. It's possible that the market can reach this area, but we don't know when, but it's possible. Sometimes the market will just keep going with whatever the trend is going, but most of the time the market will mostly come back around that area and pay that respect. I hope you understand that. So thank you very much, guys. Don't forget that later on we're gonna go on that live sessions where we actually do the analysis and sometimes we even take some trades. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. Bye.